Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to statement number 7A on today's order paper. Mr. Speaker, I will start by letting us understand what the budget means. It is an expression of the aspiration of a country broken down into financial terms for economic development. Such aspirations, Mr. Speaker, must carry integrity. Mr. Speaker, I will proceed to show you today that this 2026 budget do not carry integrity. It do not seek to do what it proposed to do. Mr. Speaker, the theme of the budget is resetting for growth and job and economic transformation. Same was the theme for the 2025 budget, which said to say resetting the economy for growth that we want. And Mr. Speaker, on it said big push. I never knew that they were carrying themselves to push us in a manner into reset, which means to erase all gains that we've made. Mr. Speaker, no wonder that this budget seeks to erase the gains that we are making and we've made in the years gone by. But Mr. Speaker, let me say this, and I'm grounded on the authority of the Bible, and I quote from John 4:38, which says, I set you out to go and reap what you've not labored for, what others have labored for. Mr. Speaker, our brothers on the other side and the government is reaping the labors of His Excellency Konadu. Why do I say so? When the figures are good, they claim in 8 months they've done it. But Mr. Speaker, when accountability rests on their doors, Mr. Speaker, they tell us, how can we use 8 months to judge us? Mr. Speaker, you cannot approbate and reprobate. Mr. Speaker, you cannot lie prostrate and still want hair on your back head. Mr. Speaker, let me show you how this budget lacks credibility. But I must say, statistics were called for. And Mr. Speaker, Global Peace Index as of September 2025 showed us with the trend analysis that in 2021, Ghana was the second peaceful in Africa and 7th now in Africa, 38th in 2021 and now 67 in Africa. Mr. Speaker, my brother Sule is sitting on my seat. Just about 9 months ago, I was on that seat. He made claims to the digitalization of the land records. Mr. Speaker, I personally, in September 2024, I was in Takrady, the lands office in Takrady. I witnessed myself the digitalization of lands records in this country, same as in Koforibia. We on the other side, Mr. Speaker, will not be like them. Mr. Speaker, will not be like our brothers on the other side. My brother talked about flight licenses, Mr. Speaker. It was in this chamber that I led, under the supervision of my minister, Honorable Abu Jinapo, brought the report from the Committee of Lands and Forestry with the flight licenses to be laid on this floor. Mr. Speaker, we marched here. Members of this house marched and said they will not allow us to meet. We lost the opportunity of becoming the first in the world to issue flight licenses. We supported you just about 2 months ago. I led the support. Sule, I led it. And we passed the flight licenses here. Now you are basking in that glory. No worries. It is good that you bask in that glory, my brother. Mr. Speaker, under the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry in this budget, let me tell you, under our watch in 2021 to 2024, we launched a number of flagship programs. The Green Ghana Initiative, Community Mining Initiative, NALEP, Mr. Speaker. The Green Ghana Initiative was oversubscribed. It yielded positive results for this country to the extent that we earned $4.862 million in 2023 in terms of carbon credit trade. Mr. Speaker, same as Red Plus, which gained this country $16.9 million. And Mr. Speaker, what did we see after that? All that we saw, Mr. Speaker, is in this budget. They claim that they've transformed Green Ghana into what is termed as Tree for Life. It is undersubscribed, and they are not worried about it. People do not have the confidence in it. Out of 13 million targeted seedlings that they wanted to plant, only 17 million has been able to be planted. Mr. Speaker, under the mine sector, in March 2025, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister disbanded all forms of community mining schemes. I personally, Mr. Speaker, on the 2nd of May 2024, was in Hema Ankobia myself to inaugurate, Mr. Speaker, under the leadership of my minister, a community mining scheme. He told us it was only in terms of names. But Mr. Speaker, the renaming, the number of Kojemos that has happened, the number of outdoorings that have happened in terms of projects that were being run under our tenure. Mr. Speaker, I feel and I think that the unfortunate incident of the 6th of August, Mr. Speaker, will let us stop some of these things and continue on the path when we see righteousness being done in this country rather than continuously renaming. Mr. Speaker, why? Why must you change the name of community mining into something that we call CONSDEP? Of what benefit would that be for us? Mr. Speaker, another lack of integrity that I see in it, Mr. Speaker, is that, and let me ground myself again in this. Mr. Speaker, the Bible again says in Mark 16:15, yes, and it says, let it not be said that I say it, I'm saying this, that what I'm about to say, Mr. Speaker, is not found in the manifesto of the NDC. Neither was it said, Mr. Speaker, by any of by the presidential candidate or the vice president. But Mr. Speaker, the Bible says in Mark 16:15, and Christ instructed, he said, go ye into the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Mr. Speaker, Muhammad 2024 said, commission his members, go ye into the country and say it as it is. And now His Excellency President John Mahama is the president. Why do I say so? In October 2024, Mr. Speaker, on TV3, the majority leader now said, why must you deploy military to chase our young men and women? It is not good. Why? You are using interministerial, Mr. Speaker. He talked about Galam stop. All that he meant was that there should be a cessation to all sort of small-scale mining activities. Again, on the 9th of October, the Deputy General Secretary, and I quote him, of the NDC says, to wait. You continuously do the job when you vote for us. What does that mean? Mr. Speaker, again on the 8th of November 2024, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, now the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. Speaker, saying this, ban all forms of small-scale mining activities. I mean now and completely immediately. Then the question was posed to him on Metro TV by the host. You mean all forms, not even in forest reserve? He said, yes, I mean all forms of small-scale mining activities. Mr. Speaker, that was his answer. Mr. Speaker, on the 9th of September, Mr. Speaker, a one-on-one interview with now my minister, Honorable Kofi Amabua. Mr. Speaker, he said it. We have to go and declare a state of emergency and go back to the drawing board. Mr. Speaker, the drawing board is a table with a sheet. I don't think they even have a drawing board. Mr. Speaker, my venerable former majority leader, he's not here, so I will not want to mention. He said there should be a cessation. Mr. Speaker, why do I say so? All of these things are not found in the manifesto, yes. All of these things were not sought by the president, yes. But it was a commission, which again, Mr. Speaker, Matthew 16:18 says, and upon you I will build my church. Mr. Speaker, let me tell you, it is indeed upon it, when Jesus commissioned his apostles, it is upon him that the seat of the Pope is called the seat of St. Peter. Mr. Speaker, and it's indeed true. Now it is upon them that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has built his government. Why do I say so? Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa is the Foreign Affairs Minister now. Honorable Kofi Amabua is the Lands and Natural Minister now. Honorable Haruna Iddrisu is the Education Minister now. Mr. Speaker, they form the core of government. Yes, sir. Why can't we say what they said they were going to do? Put a total ban on small-scale mining activities. Mr. Speaker, they are not willing to do it. All of these things were said when we were told that 9 forest reserves, Mr. Speaker, were under siege. Now we are 44. These 44 are being said to be declared, Mr. Speaker, national security zones, which require that we deploy military persons permanently in these areas. Mr. Speaker, if indeed the policies that are being implemented by this government would yield a result, Mr. Speaker, it will call for a reduction in the amount of allocations that will be made in the operations of anti-galamsey activities. It tells you that there is no way that they are committed in fighting small-scale illegal mining activity in this country. Do you know why? It's because it's the steroids upon which this country's economy is being driven now. Mr. Speaker, we are being told that 4 million people are engaged in it, and that if we ban it, Mr. Speaker, we are not going to get the forest that would help us run this economy. And do you know why? Indeed, it is true. The activities will not yield the results. Mr. Speaker, go into the budget. I tell you, go into the budget. Page 136. The allocation for this year again alone for 9 months is 150 million. Mr. Speaker, in 2027, it is projected that 177 million will be used. Mr. Speaker, in 2028, it is projected again in page 193 that 197 million will be used. Mr. Speaker, if you have a nephew who you have groomed, trained, nurtured to pass an exam once and for all, will you make another allocation out of your salary for another receipt in the same exams in the preceding year? No. But if you look at all of these things, Mr. Speaker, it tells you. But you see, the activities of NIMO, and Mr. Speaker, I take this very seriously. And let us pay a glowing tribute, Mr. Speaker, to Private Safo Japan Collins, who fell in the line of duty in the activities of NIMOS 2 days ago at Akwasi Airport area. And also to wish 3 of his members who are injured, Mr. Speaker, a speedy recovery. Mr. Speaker, this budget shows no proof of responsiveness, Mr. Speaker. One thing that even baffles my mind, Mr. Speaker, is the duplication of what I see. An allocation for free SHS is 4.2 billion. To end double track alone is 1.1 billion. To buy books alone, Mr. Speaker, is 3 billion. Mr. Speaker, to do buildings, and what are these buildings going to do? These buildings are to end double track, if that is what it is, but there have been double allocation for it. Mr. Speaker, if you go into the DACF utilization formula that has been put out, Mr. Speaker, again in paragraph 1170, Mr. Speaker, there have been provisions that have been made for KG blocks to be built, furnitures to be bought, again from that district assembly common fund. Mr. Speaker, the budget does not hold hope. Why do I say so again? Mr. Speaker, 24-hour economy, the headline that was for the campaign, 133, Mr. Speaker, if that was to be implemented, Formula 133, if that was to be implemented, it would have ought to reduce poverty, Mr. Speaker, and therefore it would not have called for us to use an amount of 292 million to buy sanitary pads. Mr. Speaker, I like it when we buy for them. It's important to buy for our young ladies to go to school. But when you would have been able, Mr. Speaker, to implement Agenda 2024, whatever you call it, it would have helped reduce that. But a paltry amount of 110 million is being used for that. Mr. Speaker, strikingly that I'm afraid of, Mr. Speaker, strikingly that I'm afraid of, is an amount under paragraph 1171 that calls for 207 million Ghana cedis for what they term as rebasing. And Mr. Speaker, let me tell you in the budget what the rebasing is meant when they say rebasing. Mr. Speaker, it says under paragraph 82, the October CPI data shows commodities such as garden eggs, cocoyam, leaves, that is contomere, or alifo, pawpaw, that is bofrem, fresh tomatoes, garbage, okra, Mr. Speaker, fried fish, recording significant declines reflecting the payoffs from investment in irrigation, mechanization. Mr. Speaker, if these things are what is going to be put in the basket, Mr. Speaker, that is calling for 207 million, Mr. Speaker, I'm afraid, contomere in the basket to tell us that prices are reduced when people cannot pay their electricity bill in this country, when our forests are being degraded, that we need to fight these things and we are not doing. Mr. Speaker, I am saddened. Mr. Speaker, and the last of it, Mr. Speaker, and the last of it, we call for decentralization. We ought to do that. That would help spur industrialization in our communities and our localities, Mr. Speaker. But what do we see? Mr. Speaker, on the 13th of November 2025, the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Mr. Speaker, issued a letter directed to all regional coordinating councils, telling them that they can only purchase desks from only 8 contractors, Mr. Speaker. Why do you have to cripple the district assemblies? You tell them you are giving them all the monies and you put their hands behind them. But strikingly and difficult for me to appreciate, Mr. Speaker, before I sit down, is that, Mr. Speaker, when you talk about roads, we have what we term as the food roads. That is under paragraph 981 being funded by the World Bank, and that is 1,000 kilometers for 828 million. That means for each of the roads, Mr. Speaker, it is about 838 because it's funded by that. But go to the constituency road, 160 constituencies, 10 kilometers of road, a budget of 30 billion, Mr. Speaker. If you strike that, it's about 1.8 million. That is under paragraph. Mr. Speaker, why that disparity? Mr. Speaker, this budget lacks hope. And I would want to say, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I would want to say before I sit down. You see, there is this Kenyan poet, Mr. Speaker, a Kenyan poet, who wrote "Weep Not Child." Mr. Speaker, in Guji Watiango, Mr. Speaker, he wrote "Weep Not Child." But I tell my fellow Ghanaians, weep, my fellow Ghanaians, for this budget is here to condemn you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.